Hello, Dugs and Dugettes. Welcome back to WWE 2K16 Universe Mode, Episode 22. We're going to dive straight into it. We've got our match against Ryback, who is the current Intercontinental Champion. We're only a few nights removed from the matchup with Dolph Ziggler. So, we're on the road to SummerSlam now, and things are indeed going to heat up. Yeah, worst pun ever, I know, but still, it doesn't matter because we're going to get straight back into it. We're going to do it the only way we know how. We're going to get in that ring and we're going to absolutely decimate Ryback. That is the plan and that is the hope. So fingers crossed we can do this. Ryback has been Intercontinental Champ for quite some time. He's been feuding with Randy Orton on and off. So this will be a fresh, opponent for Ryback and also a fresh opponent for me. And here we go. Where we live from here tonight on SmackDown, Phoenix, Arizona. And Ryback not getting a very positive reception. We all know Ryback's about all that. He likes to bring positivity. No, he is not the New Day. It's like a Ryback. He's got a cocky strut, almost a Vince McMahon-like strut there. The big guy Ryback takes on Dean Ambrose on SmackDown. We spent a lot of time on Raw, and now we're bringing the lunatic to SmackDown, and look at Dean. He is ready to fight as always. I always mention it, but he is. He's always ready for a fight. He's got to be... The momentum that this man must have now coming into this matchup, because he beat Dolph Ziggler at Battleground, and now he's got a chance at immortality by becoming Intercontinental Champ. So, here we go. Dean Ambrose versus Ryback. We're going to put the match on fast, just because I want to show my dominance against Ryback. Obviously at the pay-per-view we're going to have it normal or slow. It doesn't really matter. Just want to test her against Ryback, see what this guy's made of. Obviously Ambrose is feuded with the likes of Chris Jericho and Dolph Ziggler. He's had a match against Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn, among others. Ambrose now already signaling this could be the end. You gotta be thinking Ryback's gotta be worried. He's gotta be panicking, because he doesn't want to lose that IC title. He wants to keep that IC title as long as humanly possible. And the big guy, we know how strong, we know how powerful this monster, this human wrecking ball Ryback is, and you can see the strength on display there with that slam. And now Ryback showing he can fight and brawl with the rest of them, using those vicious right hands. And obviously Ziggler showed what he was capable of at Battleground against Ambrose, but it was not to be. Ziggler will not be fighting for the Intercontinental Championship. Inside cradle shades of what happened at Battleground 2 and a kick out by Ryback. Obviously there's still going to be a bit of doubt in the head of Ambrose. Obviously Ambrose did lose at Money in the Bank to Ziggler, and Ambrose only lost at a pay-per-view so far, so he's probably trying to get his bearings about him, trying to get back on the road to glory, as it were. And he's doing a pretty good job so far. And the Let's Go Ambrose chants here in Phoenix, Arizona. And Dean Ambrose, the lunatic fringe. But Ryback, the big guy. And now he's lifting him up in almost like a torture rack position. And down he goes. Ryback could have gone for the shell shock there, but I think he wants to punish Ambrose. I think that's the motivation for Ryback. Ryback loves having a motivation. The two motivations for Ryback are holding on to that Intercontinental Championship and destroying his opponents. Ambrose, his only motivation is winning. Ambrose loves to win. He loves to get his hands on championship gold, and he has the chance, and he could do it at SummerSlam. And that suicide dive, taking the big guy Ryback down. Ryback he could be out cold. Ambrose now going to take Ryback straight back in the ring. No, Ryback! My goodness, I don't think the fans and myself are giving Ryback enough credit. This guy's resilient. That's why he's been Intercontinental Champion for quite some time. And a kick right to the side of the head. Now Ryback lifts Ambrose up. Ambrose counters into a side Russian leg sweep. And what Ambrose now, he's got to be thinking, what have I got to do to put this match away? What have I got to do? Because I don't want to, Ambrose has got to be thinking, I don't want to sustain too much damage. And same for Ryback. Both men really want to be as near as damn it 100% come SummerSlam. Ambrose dropping him again with a DDT, not his regular double arm DDT, the Dirty Deeds, because we know that puts opponents away. Ambrose, again, he's probably doing the same thing Ryback's doing. He's just biding his time. He wants to inflict as much punishment as humanly possible. And Ryback wants to do exactly the same. Ambrose sweeps the leg. Ambrose tries for the cover for the victory over the Intercontinental Champ, and no. And now Ambrose running neck snap. Dean turning Ryback around and rakes the back of Ryback. Over the top rope he goes. Ambrose with a devastating right hand takes Ryback down. Now outside the ring, we know what Ambrose is capable of when he's on the outside of the ring. He loves that table. He loves to drive his opponent's heads through the table. Is he going to do it to Ryback tonight? This would be a huge extra boost of momentum, being able to put the Intercontinental Champion through a table. A lot of people may not see that as momentum, but if Ambrose can do this, God, through the table. If Ambrose can do this to the Intercontinental Champion, then who's to say he won't be able to take the Intercontinental Championship away from Ryback? On a 7 count, Ambrose wants to pin the Intercontinental Champion to prove his dominance. Now striking Ryback, but Ryback still managing to get to his feet, and a drop kick by Ambrose. And he turns the big guy over, the human wrecking ball. He's in a very bad predicament at this point. Will Ambrose make Ryback tap? Ryback is so close to the ropes. Ambrose lets go. He realizes that Ryback is very close to the ropes. He could potentially kick out at any He could potentially, he could potentially grab the ropes at any time. And now look at this. Ryback gets him up, shows that power. Ambrose from behind, German suplex. And now look at the lunatic fringe. He wants to put Ryback away, signaling the end, maybe. And he gets the arms, drills his head into the canvas. The Dirty Deeds DDT. And the cover. 1, 2. Wait a minute, Ambrose let him out again. We saw Ambrose do this at Battleground. He did the same thing to Dolph Ziggler and may come back to haunt him. It didn't last night, but it might tonight. And this is not good for Ambrose if it does. But Ambrose is going to try and make sure that it doesn't happen. Ambrose wants to win. He needs to win. In his own words, he needs to win. But Ryback says otherwise. With that toss, they're tossing him around the ring. And now lifts him up. Goes for the meat hook, and Ambrose counters with a beautiful spinebuster. Feed me more chance. And look at the big guy. The big guy is fired up at Ambrose. Going to try and shut him down before he can get started. Ambrose, nicely done. And Ryback kicks out immediately. Ryback is in dire straits at this point. Spoke too soon now. Ryback with a fireman's carry. Ambrose drop kick to the knee. And now he grabs Ryback, puts him against the ropes. Ambrose signaling. We know what Ambrose is looking for. And Ryback plays into the trap. He hits Ambrose back with that forearm. Ambrose hits right back with a rope rebound lariat. And Ambrose really wants to put this one away. I believe he realizes now that he may have made a mistake, and he doesn't want to make any more mistakes, so he's about to try and put Ryback away. Dirty Deeds, drilling the cue ball of Ryback into the canvas. 3. And Dean Ambrose picks up a huge, tremendous win over the big guy Ryback. A great showing, and look at that. You saw we transitioned the replays, and you see both men very physical. Both men hitting each other with everything they had. Ambrose definitely got the huge advantage at the 3 Dirty Deeds. 2 in the ring and 1 on the table. Ambrose was able to put away Ryback. But the question is, would Ambrose have been able to do it with just the 1 Dirty Deeds? We may never know, because Ambrose did in fact let Ryback out of the pin on the one dirty deeds he did. So we may never know. But nonetheless, Ambrose with an impressive showing here tonight. As always, Dean Ambrose defies the odds. The big guy Ryback, the monster Ryback, has been slayed. But this is still very early days at this point, because we know these two men will clash at SummerSlam. So the story could be completely different come the biggest party of the summer. Or this matchup could be billed as the biggest fight of the summer, because these two men, two of the most physical combatants in WWE right now. And both men ruthless as ever. Both men looking to call themselves the Intercontinental Champion. Well, we are done here tonight from SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Great show. I got to admit, nice to transition from Raw to SmackDown. This is it now. This is the pinnacle. This is Dean's big chance, the big break. Obviously, this is the first time we fought for a title in Universe Mode. Still enjoying the Universe Mode series. If you are, please don't forget. And if you want to like this video, it really, it's just nice to, feel like you want more of these videos. And if you do, that's great. But just continue watching. As long as you continue watching, I'll continue making these videos. And I'm glad to. I'm enjoying my Universe Mode so much. And I thought maybe you could get some Battleground results, as I didn't provide the Battleground results. Cena won the US title, and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro won the Tag Team Championships. So that was who retained the Battleground. So who Sheamus retained, that was who won the titles of Battleground, apologies. This is who kept their title. Sheamus defeated Roman Reigns. Nikki Bella retained her championship. And yeah, that is it. And Ryback, I believe, yeah, he retained his title too. So it's all going good in the Universe Mode right now. I'm going to give you a little update. Are we on Raw? That's the question. Nope, no Raw matchup. Dean Ambrose versus Stardust. So you want to check back for this, because this could be interesting. We know Ryback, he's going to be hanging around. He's going to be looking at this one very closely, scouting Ambrose. So if you enjoyed this video, please check back for more WWE 2K16 Universe Mode videos. Peace out.